Are you aware of the only wonder of the ancient world still standing? Ancient Hellenic travelers created the earliest list of the 7 wonders of the ancient world more than 2,000 years ago. These wonders, with the exception of the Great Pyramid of Giza, are extinct. They were destroyed by earthquakes, fires, and in one case, by an irate mob. Since then, numerous lists of wonders have been created. Here are the top 10 must-see wonders of the world. Before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and turn the post notification on. Number 1. Machu Picchu. The incredible Inca city of Machu Picchu, located in Peru on a bend in a mountain crest with a view of the river Urubamba, is the most well-known archaeological site in the entire continent. The site, which the Incas did not forget to leave behind when the conquering Spaniards arrived and took over the city, was founded in 1911 by American historian Hiram Bingham. In 2007, it was named one of the world's new 7 wonders. The magnificent UNESCO-listed complex comprises architectural terraces constructed to take advantage of the challenging topography, polished dry stone storehouses and stairways, and exquisite stone palaces and temples. Nothing can prepare you for your first look at Machu Picchu as the sun rises, because the monument is frequently shrouded in morning mist at 2,430 meters above sea level. Number 2. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is one of the most breathtaking structures in the world, thanks to its exquisite architectural design. The complex, which Shah Jahan finished in 1653 as a monument and everlasting tribute to his beloved wife, who passed away in delivery, comprises a perfectly symmetrical marble tomb with a dome and 4 minarets, lovely gardens leading to the tomb, and 2 red sandstone structures. The project, which called for sophisticated ornamental components like precious stone inlays and magnificent marble screens, required 20,000 workers across India, Central Asia, and Europe. Even though the Taj Mahal is breathtaking at any time of day, its visual appeal is at height when it's at sunset, when the sky glows a subtle shade of orange and pink, giving the white marble surface a delicate rose tint. Number 3. Pyramids of Giza. Probably the most well-known ancient site in the entire world is the Giza necropolis, which is close to the southwest suburbs of Cairo. The Giza pyramids were constructed by Khufu, his second reigning son, Khafre, and Menkaure throughout 3 generations. The earliest and only remaining example of one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world is the Great Pyramid of Khufu. The pyramid was built out of over 2 million stone blocks over 20 years, with work wrapping up around 2560 BC. The impressive Khafre Pyramid, which is located close by and appears to be more remarkable since it was built at a higher elevation, is the second largest pyramid in Egypt, at 139 meters high. Number 4. Northern Lights. Aurora Borealis, commonly called the Northern Lights, is characterized by draping sheets of neon-colored light illuminating the sky. Electrically charged particles and solar winds collide at high altitudes in the Earth's atmosphere, resulting in the occurrence. Green tones are the most prevalent color for these lights, which also come in red, yellow, blue, and violet shades. The lights also take on various shapes, adorning the sky with arcs of color, serpentine lines, and shooting rays. Iceland is a fantastic spot to see the Northern Lights between September and March, when there are long hours of darkness due to its stunning scenery and Arctic winter temperatures. Number 5. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China runs almost 2,000 kilometers from the Yellow Sea in the east to the Gobi Desert in the west. It is the longest man-made wall in the world. It is 7 meters wide and may reach heights up to 14 meters. The wall is a more than 2,000-year-old structure that winds its way through ridges of forest and mountains, and is dotted with watchtowers that once held soldiers, supplies, and weaponry. Contrary to common belief, it is not visible from space, but that doesn't make it any less impressive. Wild wrecked sections meet magnificently repaired pieces, displaying China's ancient emperor's actual might and accomplishment. Spend a night close to the wall to experience the sunrise and sunset, which will bathe the wall in varied light and provide the best shooting chances without the day trippers crowd. Number 6. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is the shining jewel in the Angkor Archaeological Park's crown. Its 5 lotus-shaped towers, 3-tiered galleries, and elaborate bas-reliefs adorn much of the enormous temple, the largest and best preserved of all the temples at Angkor. It is the most significant religious monument in the world. It occupies a rectangular area of 500 acres encircled by a moat. Angkor Wat was initially built to serve as the earthly embodiment of Mount Meru, the home of the ancient gods according to Hinduism, and was dedicated to Vishnu. Over time, however, it gradually changed its purpose and became a center of Buddhist worship, and now includes beautiful sculptures of heavenly nymphs alongside freestanding statues of Buddha. The ideal way to begin your investigation of this unique location is to observe the sun emerge from behind the temple's characteristic form and reflection in the lily-filled pond below. Number 7. Abu Simbel. The two enormous rock-cut temples of Abu Simbel, which are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most spectacular monuments from ancient Egypt, are sited on the western shore of Lake Nasser. The temple, constructed in the 13th century to honor a successful fight and immortalize Pharaoh Ramses II, contains 4 enormous statues of Ramses, each standing unblinking at the gateway to Egypt from Africa. Over a century after being founded by a Swiss explorer in 1813, the temple had to be relocated from its original location because the high dam in Aswan threatened to drown it in what would become Lake Nasser. Number 8. Mount Everest. One of the tallest and most well-known mountains in the world, Mount Everest is situated on the boundary between Nepal and Tibet. The Indian and Asian tectonic plates are thought to have pushed against one another over 60 million years ago to create the mountain range. The movement is still causing the granite summit to grow 0.25 inches annually. The mountain's name, Goddess of the Cosmos, has been known to the local native population for generations. Still, it wasn't until Sir George Everest's British survey in 1841 that the Western world discovered it. A scientific flight from Kathmandu in the early morning is the best way to properly appreciate the towering peak's sheer size and spectacular mountain vistas today when hundreds of courageous climbers attempt to scale it each year. Number 9. Cappadocia. The unusual geology of the Anatolian Plains, with its Toblerone-shaped pinnacles and Neapolitan-colored rock formations, is the stuff of fairy tales. Humans started carving out a magnificent chamber and tunnel work from the soft rock thousands of years ago, constructing complete troglodyte communities in Cappadocia with rock-hewn churches, grotto-like dwellings, and storehouses. The natural erosion of the environment inspired them. When Christians fled Rome's persecution in the 4th century, they used the impressive chiseled dwellings beneath the recognizable pointy fairy chimneys as a sanctuary of religious safety. Days may be spent exploring the underground chambers, but take a leisurely hot air balloon flight at sunrise for a great perspective of the Drome Valley and its chimneys. Number 10. The Rose City of Petra. Petra is Jordan's popular tourist destination and one of the new 7 wonders of the world, which was carved from the stunning pink-hued cliffs of a hilly desert setting. The Nabatean metropolis was a significant caravan hub between Arabia and Egypt throughout the prehistoric times. A bonus addition to our list is Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls, the most excellent sheet of water in the world crashing over a broad basalt cliff, forms a natural border between the neighboring nations of Zambia and Zimbabwe. The originally calm Zambezi River transforms into a roaring torrent at its entire width before plunging into a transverse abyss below a vertical drop, creating the falls. As more than 500 million cubic meters of water pour over the edge of the falls at the height of the monsoon season. That's all for today. Hope you liked our list of the top 10 must-see wonders. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and turn the post notification on. See you next time.